So we all know what happened here and led to this disaster. They hired an art director who only made short films and gave her a 2.5 hour supposedly action project and a diversity hire. Seriously, the Eternals are originally all white, except maybe one. Now we have everybody. But despite we are having everybody, I have zero idea who is who. I have this picture and be happy with it. So we have the Bollywood actor, zero idea what his abilities are. We have Echo, zero idea what she is doing. We have Professor X, because we just have to have a Professor X. We have the Illusionist, back to her in a moment. We have Salma Hayek, who we can't have for another movie because she costs too much. We have Asian lady who is the leader. We have evil Superman. We have Shang-Chi. I don't know why Shang-Chi Eternal. We have Angelina Jolie, who we definitely don't have money to have in a future movie, so I don't know what's up with this one. And we have a black guy. I know that Shang-Chi is making engineering work, or maybe that was black guy. I have zero idea. Now what the colorings meant. The red is who are dead. The orange is who is took by the Celestial and will be executed, hopefully. The yellow ones are supposedly go to some Guardians of the Galaxy adventure. So this was supposed to be a replacement for Guardians of the Galaxy, but this is boring as fuck. And my eternal problem, repeated information. I don't need that. If you told me an information, I don't need to repeat that information in a 10-15 minutes flashback. I just don't, because I'm not stupid. And even if I would, that would be too much, because if I'm stupid, I want a short runtime, 90 minutes at most. Longer, and I don't watch your movie. And there is Sprite. Let's talk about Sprite. I hope that's her name. I don't really care. I'm not sure what her age was when this movie was shot. I don't care. At the end, they turned her into human. Why? Why were they at all human? I know they can't evolve. That's Pokevolution for the deviants. Just don't mix the deviants with the variants. Remember that. But that's not how evolution works. And why give them the ability to evolve? And by the way, did that humanoid deviant die? Who the fuck cares? Because if you remember, when they show in a 20 minutes flashback that it killed Salma Hayek, the healer of the group, we see that it passed to the other deviants its ability, freshly gained ability. So every fucking deviant that remained is a humanoid deviant now. Not that it came to anything in fruition. The deviants did nothing in this movie. You can cut them out and you lose nothing. Especially that they are not very effective as genocidal weapons. They are tiny. They only have this, can slash with claws and teeth, but they are also too big to get into places, because dinosaurs were not just T-Rex size. And why give them autonomy? If you are programming a robot, make them robots. Fuck, shoot them certain invisible satellites. And when it comes to, the deviant shows up, boom, space beam. And I think, because we know the Celestials live, they did not need to prevent the snap, the Thanos of their directive, because they have time, I guess. So sooner or later they will siphon enough energy to this thingy that is undetectable with all the machines we have, despite being there and being ginormous, but okay, whatever. But when Thanos killed all of his people, the Eternals there shouldn't have prevented that. And what's with the other planet? The whatever in the first Guardians of the Galaxy movie, the Nebula or Neptune or whatever army was protecting and whatever. I'm pretty sure that was more crowdly lived, had more people, intelligent life than Earth has. What's up with that? And I just looked up the transcript. It says there is the big monologue kind of at the beginning when Asian girl gets the directive from the Celestial because Tiamat this, Tiamat that. It's just, why lie to them? Why do you think they will adjust to this new order? I have no idea. Anyway, so it says, every billion years, new Celestial must be born. Billion years, so a million or something like that, or 1,000 million. Yeah, 1,000 million. Yeah, this is English. Okay, so because in Hungarian the billion is a million, and between the billion and the million there is another word which is in English the billion, just to confuse you. So anyway, it says the Celestial use energy gathered from host planets to create suns, generate gravity, heat, and light for new galaxies to form. I don't know how they do this because, the energy cannot be destroyed and created. This seems to be violated, but whatever, it's okay. Without us, our universe will fall into darkness. If you say so, you lied enough. I don't see why I should believe you. All life will die. Ajax knew the truth. Ajax knew the truth. The Deadpool guy. She has helped many Celestials to emerge over millions of years. Heard that? She has helped many Celestials to emerge over millions of years. Millions of years. So here it seems the Celestials are born in every million years, maybe million year. But previously we heard every billion year. So which is it? Because the universe is what, 14 billion year old, so there should be only 14 celestials. But if there is, we make that 1,000-fold, then sure. And if you are making a bunch more of them, then sure. But you can just, I mean, and if they destroyed this celestial in Earth, what judgments are you babbling about? Seriously. You come back and annihilate the humans because, for what reason? Judge the fucking Eternals, you fucked up. Judge yourself because you fucked up. You made the Eternals. If they fucked up, it's your fault. The humans have nothing to do with you. And wouldn't there be, an option to send their spaceships to evacuate the planets? They will blow up the planet. Sure, that's okay, because it's inevitable, because that's how Celestials are born. You must break some egg, but you have to kill the humans? It doesn't seem so. You just need the already gathered energy from the humans or other sentient beings. Put them in a spaceship, put them on another planet, and fuck off. Celestials are dumb. And the Eternals equally, because they don't do fucking laser guns. Either way, by the way, do they have abilities, or that's just technology? Because it seems to me they all use some kind of space wizard rings. And if they use just space wizard rings, why not just have one with all the powers? Just dumb. And for Sprite, her problem is, oh, I'm in a child's body. I don't know how old is she in the movie. You know what? Fuck all this piece of garbage. Whatever, Eternals, and how old was she? She has a horrible IMDb image, which has a makeup that makes her fucking 35 years old. So 2005, and this piece of shit came out in 21, so she was like 16. Originally, I heard in the comics she's 12. It's practically the same thing. Why doesn't she work for Epstein? This is a weird question, but she has options. And don't come, we don't even have to come with, here. In ancient times, 5000 BCE and all that, the marriage age was 12. And Muhammad, consumed his marriage with an age 9 girl. And the Bible says 4 years old are legit. Seriously. In the Shechem story, Dinah you can count out she was 4 years old when Prince of Shechem just raped her. And everyone said, yeah, that's fine, it's absolutely fine. We have problems, said the Jews, that we are racist as fuck, so we want to kill you because you are a fucking gypsy or something, immigrant. I mean, they were the immigrant in the story, the Jews, but you can't argue with racist people. Still, Dinah was 4 years old and no one had a problem with it. And let's talk about Jon Snow, who has a sword which has an inscription of Mars mihi lucrum, that in English is Mars is my profit. What he thinks he is? John Carter? Warlord of Mars? I guess this was supposed to be understood metaphorically, like war is my profit. But who knows? I heard that this is some reference to some comic book character, but it is not established, it's not told to the viewer who did not read those comics, which I did not read either, so your guess is as good as mine. And again, a stupid sword. Can they have a freaking enchanted bazooka finally? Please? So this movie is a waste of time. That's just it. And if we are looking at the final score, 3 died, 3 is kidnapped by Mr. Celestial, 3 is went to some space adventure they never returned from because, no Eternals remained on Earth, and so who the fuck cares? And there is Miss Sprite, who turned into a human without any superpowers, I guess. What was the plan here? I would like some official communication from Marvel Disney, because this is stupid. And really, I learned nothing about these people. Daredevil, the original, the Netflix show, season 1 had more people in it, and I remembered each of them. Here, I know that one of them is a faggot, and one of them is dancing, and one of them is evil Superman. Huh?